that is second place overall. That is not just second place in this cohort.
Right.
Coming up next in McHenry, we have the Quicksilvers paired alongside SpaghettiOs going up against Aces and the A team. That verbally, that sounds like a very nice pairing. Aces and A team.
Very A.
It does.
Double A flattery. Yeah.
It looks like this is the A team's second match in a row. So hopefully, I do feel like these cohorts with you playing so many matches in a row really do test how robust your design is and how much your bot can actually take before needing repairs. Because normally you have, 10 minutes between a match or whatever, and you can go back to the pits and fix whatever you need to fix. But with this design, you're losing out on that. So you have to really be careful with really stretching your robot too much.
The other thing that I do like about these quick fire matches is it really tests your team's readiness and your team's quick reload skill, because sometimes all you do have time for is to change out a battery.
Yeah.
And some teams need to learn that lesson. You need to have 4, 5, 6 batteries on standby. Some teams need to learn, hey, have a backup arm, have a backup system, make sure that we are ready just in case something fails in a match and I need to change it out. For example, that surgical tubing wheel, and also we've talked about it with the rubber band wheels. I would have had 3 or 4 of those pre-built, would have changed it out every single match.
All right, looks like we got randomization on the McHenry side, so we should be going here in just a moment.
And when we go back to Alexandria, we will be showing off Cryptic and Bot Brigade Quartic going up against the Mechanical Mafia and Independent.
It looks like the match has started in McHenry. We have the Red Alliance doing the carousel. And oh my gosh, the Blue Alliance robots have crashed into each other and one of them's tipped over.
Oh, looks like that small robot. Maybe they can use their arm to tip back over.
Oh, maybe, because they have an arm bot. That's true.
Once again, that all comes down to the strength of those motors and the skill of the driver at that point.
Drivers, pick up your controllers.
We'll see what happens.
3,
This does show
2,
the importance of
1.
strategizing with your alliance partners beforehand to be like, all right, this is exactly where I'm going. Are you going there? And what we used to do, we actually had a clipboard that our coach used to carry around, and she would have the map and be like, this is what we're doing. Are we going to run into you?
Oh my god, they're trying to tip their alliance partner back over.
Wow.
They almost got it. They almost got it. And both teams go down. In an attempt of good faith and good sportsmanship, both teams are down.
Yeah, that's really not going to be great in the long run.
And with more than half of a match left to play, both teams have
it was a valiant effort by 83-95.
Both teams were officially counted out as disabled by the referees. When you see her sitting there waving that stick up and down. I say our referees are talking up a storm over there. Now, in a situation like this, would you risk your bot to help your teammate out?
I think it really depends on what that the positive side of that is. I mean, if you're able to flip them over with your arm or whatever, and you know your arm is robust enough to do that, that might be worth it. But it's always a risk. But it's good to show that good sportsmanship there to try to get them back in the game as well, so that they don't have to just wait for the end of the match. So
yeah, for sure.
Now,
and actually, we see that the Red Alliance is
this might be interesting. They might win They might
still win this
without
one.
having.
But I don't think so because of the Ducks. See, the Ducks are gonna come in and save the Red Alliance.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a tie right now.
Oh,
It's a tie right now.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Did they get enough ducks? Did they get enough points to tip something in their favor? Because as it stands right now, the Blue Alliance has tied with 2 disabled robots. This will really come down to the referees.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I wonder if this one's going to come down to penalties once again, because that's what we're seeing in a lot of these. So if one team even gets a minor penalty, that's it.
But over in Virginia, we have randomization number 4. Those teams are getting ready to get underway with qualification 19. I like how 19 sounds like such a wonderful number until you remember that there's 46 of these.
Yeah.
We're at number 19 out of 46.
So is that 3 cohorts for Alexandria or 4?
Alexandria has 4.
4.
And the winner is the Red Alliance with a score of 30 to 26. With a 27-point autonomous to a 10-point autonomous, a 2-point driver control to a 6-point driver control, and a 31-point endgame to a 10-point endgame, with a 30-point penalty being given to the Red Alliance.